Okay, so I'd like to welcome a special guest. His name is Hussein Yehye. He is a resident at St. George Hospital, which is the oldest running hospital in Lebanon. It's been servicing people continuously for over 100 years. Hussein, it's so awesome to be speaking with you.
Nice to meet you, bro. Nice to
No
speak to you.
worries. Yeah, we go back. I mean, we hung out one time in your car.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was pretty cool stuff. So um, I appreciate your time. I know you're on a shift right now.
that's right.
Um, so why don't you explain to me what your duties are at the hospital?
I'm actually a resident right now in the internal medicine department. Uh, I started in the beginning of June, and it's kind of a rotation. We go from floors to CCU to ER, and we kind of have duties. Currently, I'm serving in the fever clinic. I'm doing my shift right now. After the devastating accident happened, uh, we got some floors back to work. So that's it.
So what happened? Because
Well, to be honest, on the 4th of August, I was doing my ER shift. I finished at like 5 p.m. The explosion happened around 6. I live near the hospital in my dormitory. And it can be described honestly. It's such a devastating accident that's happened. It hit the hospital so hard, like it hit the heart of the hospital. Too many casualties. Uh, uh, Unfortunately, we lost like 4 of our nurses and the staff and 12 patients, I think, in one visitor. But the materialistics are totally lost. I think we have a footage of the hospital like directly after the explosion. We lost everything. Like the whole 15 floors were totally on the ground. Too many losses, and suddenly, like I was actually resting in my bed when that thing happened, and I was like shocked for like 2 or 5 minutes, wondering what the hell happened. So I stood up, I looked at the window. Dude, it was undescribable. I just looked at the window and too many people were like covered by blood. I took a shower, got all the, I got everything away from me, all the glass that was stuck in my hair, and then went directly to the ER. We had to, like it's a 400 bed hospital, so we had like 160 inpatients. We had to move them all down to the ER and then to home and to another hospital, depending on their cases. But more important, like too many injuries that happens in the territory of the hospital. We had to work hard as much as we can to stabilize the patients, to try to provide anything we have to do to everyone there. Uh,
my condolences, my prayers,
Thank
to
you.
all the people who lost their lives that day, the hospital that lost, the equipment, it's such a loss for so many. Um, so how are you in the hospital dealing with the aftermath?
Well, it's a good thing. Like after the explosion, everything got down, but we totally cooperated so hard, and everyone started to help in cleaning the hospital, including the nurses, the staff, everyone, and the neighboring people. They cleaned everything. We started like last week, I think. They opened again the floors, the ICU units, the ER, and 4 floors. 4 floors. So we're handling things well, but if you can check the footage and everything, I'm
It speaks for
will
itself. The footage speaks for itself. I think I was at home when I heard when it happened, and I saw it on actually a story one of my friends had posted this image of smoke, and I clicked it and realized what had happened and couldn't believe my eyes.
Actually, it was one of the, I don't know, like the hardest explosions that happened. It's one of
in
the top.
in human history, yeah, it's top 3.
Yeah. We have a footage from the helipad.
Yeah.
Uh, the hospital is actually like 2 streets away from the place of the explosion, so that's why it got damaged too much.
So
No
the
windows.
so the dormitory you were talking about, the dormitory was damaged as well.
Of course. I have a footage too. I'll show it to you. But thankfully, I got good with the thing.
Thank God.
Thank God, yeah.
You never can predict what can happen. But it's so sad, and I think it's so wrong how it was just neglected and left there just for, for no one to even look after the port
Definitely,
and
definitely.
and the hospital and the economy. I can't imagine being there, because not only, was this a historical moment for Lebanon, a historic tragedy, this is an international tragedy that I think everyone took notice and want to help, because it's not normal what happened, and it shouldn't be
Right.
normalized. And real innocent lives were affected. Hardworking, good people were killed, and innocent people were, you know, who knows the aftermath that can follow this for years and generations and decades to come.
Of course, of course. And a lot of buildings got destroyed, a lot of casualties. There was a lot who are not still found. Like, I don't know, man. Definitely, like you said, the explosion speaks for itself. The images, everything. It was such a devastating accident, actually.
It feels
But
like it could have happened anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, because it was so out of left field, nobody was expecting it, and all of a sudden, one of the largest explosions in human history, and the other 4 that are on that list happened more than 30 years ago. Like, it's not normal. Um, so I'm sure for people watching who feel horrible or feel like they want to do something about it, how can they help the people at St. George Hospital?
actually, I would appreciate like sending donations. There's kind of a link to the hospital, to the St. George Hospital, uh, to carry on with serving its patient. After all, it's one of the oldest hospitals, and it is actually the oldest hospital in Lebanon. It's been serving people for like 143 years, I think, up to 150 years, I think.
Yeah.
So we would appreciate a lot, like giving donations to the staff, to everything, to everyone here. Uh, this would be really appreciated.
Yeah, so there is an IBAN account that I will make public. So if people want to donate specifically to the
The staff.
workers and staff,
Yep.
I've been advocating for people to donate to St. George Hospital. So I've attached Instagram link, website page, donation page. So if people want to donate to the hospital, they can do that. If they want to donate directly to the staff of the hospital, they also have the opportunity to do that as well. Information in the link below. Hussein, it's been such an honor speaking with you. I knew I was going to see you again. I never thought it would be like this.
I was hoping to meet you again, but like we love our country, man. But I don't think it's good for you to come here right now.
Unfortunately, not. Unfortunately for me, it's bad. But I look forward to hopefully seeing you in person at one point in the future. And I wish you nothing but the best, and sending
Thank
you
you, man.
my best prayers and wishes. And uh, Lebanon and St. George Hospital have been around since the beginning of time, and it will continue to do that. And I hope people can continue to support the country. in the hospital because it matters.
Of course. Thank you, man. Again, I really appreciate what you're doing. And hopefully it's going to be a country of peace. Hopefully.
It is a country of peace. We are peaceful
Oh,
people. I understand. I understand. Hopefully, hopefully. Inshallah. I will talk to you at another point, hopefully in the future. And take care of yourself. And thank you so much again.
you too, bro. You too.